Clock, it's quick, it's very quick. 48.56, fastest in the world this year.
To show your support, and also follow me on Instagram. It's linked down below as well. Let's jump straight into it. Now in this video, I'll be talking about Sydney McLaughlin, and I'm getting very upset with Sydney McLaughlin. It's to the point where I'm starting to hate Sydney McLaughlin, and I hate to get to this point because she's very talented, she's a humble person, but as an athlete, I'm starting to hate Sydney, and she's really getting on my nerves. She has all the talent in the world, but she ducks all the competition. She already competes in a weak event, and she never shows up to big meets. The only meet she show up to is the USA trials and the Olympics or the World Championships. But she's one of the biggest people in the sport, so she never competes, and she never faces competition on the circuit. Every time she runs at a meet that's not a championship, she runs at some small little bullshit meet, not racing against nobody, racing people that she's way better than. And it's just ridiculous. You got girls running 48.5 on the Diamond League circuit who Sydney can go out there and push her body and really get great times and really be in good shape for going into the championships. But she'd rather be sitting at home ducking competition like she's been doing her whole career, or ever since she went to Bobby Kersey. And it's completely ridiculous. Earlier when she signed to the Grand Slam Michael Johnson bullshit league, she was talking about how athletes deserve to get paid like the NBA and things of this nature, but the NBA players play 80 games a year. If you only run 2 meets every year, how the hell do you feel like you deserve to be paid like an NBA player? It simply makes no sense in my opinion. So with her doing all the ducking that she does, and it's not just her, it's really Bobby Kersey's top athletes. I'm not sure if they like ducking somebody or ducking a drug company or what, but they never run. And I'm glad when they perform horribly. I just seen a thing, another one of Bobby Kersey athletes that never run. She just went out there yesterday and ran 2 minutes in the 800. And I haven't seen a thing run 2 minutes since high school. But I was happy she ran 2 minutes because I feel like it'll be a awakening call for her to really lock in and see that the person that she's being coached by and the regiment and training cycle and the way she go to meets and how frequently she runs is not the way that she needs to be. That's not how she was doing when she was winning the Olympics nor the World Championships. She was running damn near every week, multiple races, and went to the Olympics and won. But now she thinks she can just show up to the trials and have those same results, and it just simply don't work like that. Somebody like Sydney was talking about these world records in the 400 and things like that. But when you had an opportunity to run against other girls running 48 seconds, your ass never show up. You always at the crib, and it's really making me upset to the point where when she gets to Paris, I hope Sydney McLaughlin fails. Like, I want her to be perfectly healthy, and I want her to go out there and be rolled. Because that's what I feel like she deserves. Because you in this sport, and you one of the prominent figures in this sport, and the fact that you feel like you can never show up and perform, and you only can go to 1 or 2 meets every year, you damn near feel like since you done got the money, you too good for what done got you the money. I mean, that's running races and being the face of this sport. And it makes no sense in my opinion. And I see so many people try to justify what she does. Oh, she shows up at the big meets. Well, it's more than track and field than the big meets. The casual fan or the casual non-fan of track and field only thinks the Olympics is the only meet. And they only think that because the top stars in the sport never show up to other meets. The Diamond League meets can be big. There should be big head-to-heads all years. Femke Bol and Sydney McLaughlin never raced outside of a championship, and Femke Bol runs damn near every week. So that just goes to show how infrequently Sydney is running. So it's reached that point, and I'm starting to hate Sydney. Like I said, I hope she goes to the championship and she fails miserably. I want her to go out there and pretty much do how she did her first Olympic Games when she was 16 years old. And that's not medal and run a super slow time. And like I say, I have nothing against Sydney personally. I'm just a sports fan. And when athletes aren't doing the things that they should be doing in the sport to grow the sport, especially a small sport like track and field, when you have so much power in this sport, I want to see you do bad, because you're pretty much saying you want to see the sport do bad by never showing up, never showing your face. Hell, even when you run, you don't post that you running, so people don't know that you running. Anything that can help grow the sport, you do the opposite. So when it comes to winning, I want to see you do the opposite. Now, I like Sydney as a person. She's cool. She's humble, all of that. But as an athlete, I'm starting to hate Sydney McLaughlin. But y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Like, is this too harsh? Like, should she be running? Is girls running 48 seconds? Y'all saying she can break the 400 world record, but every time, and y'all always say she never have no competition, but every time it's some competition out there, she never shows up. So how do y'all feel about this? Let me know down below in the comments. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also become a member if you enjoy the content that I make.